Hello, welcome to Vlogcember. Today is the 21st of December, which is the first day of winter here in the Western Hemisphere. And I decided that for today's Vlogcember, I would do a makeup look that is more into the winter season. Although here in South Florida, we don't really enjoy the four seasons like many other places do. But still, around this time of the year, winter and December and January, I do change my makeup just a little bit, kind of to reflect the season. And I'm gonna be using a mix of my highest end, like most expensive items, and also a mix of some other items that are not as expensive, but I am loving, and I think they will look really good together for this look. And the first thing I'm gonna do is apply some moisturizer again, because I have a bare face. And I'm going to start off with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I am running low, but I already got backups. There was a sale on the Bobbi Brown website for buy one get one off. So I decided to take advantage of that sale and purchase two. That's going to last me for a while until another sale comes along. So this is an awesome moisturizer. I use it as a primer. Well, it is a priming moisturizer, but I tend to use moisturizers as primers anyways. It's lovely. It has like that citrusy scent that I love, and it's just really refreshing, and it's just really nice on the skin. It is raining a lot here now, so if you hear anything, it's probably the rain that you're hearing. Right now it stopped for a little bit, but it was raining really bad a few seconds ago. Alright, my skin is dry. And the next step is the foundation and concealer. Today I'll be using a foundation and concealer that unfortunately I haven't used in a little bit, and it's my most expensive foundation. It's from Prairie. The Skin Caviar Concealer Foundation Sunscreen SPF 15. It has a foundation in the bottom and also the concealer in the top, and I'm going to follow it up with the powder, which I haven't used in a while as well. The packaging is so pretty. It is quite pricey. The good thing about this is that you only need a little bit, so when you really look into it, it's not that bad, because yeah, it's expensive, but you get to use a little bit, so you get more use of it. So I'm going to open it up. What I don't like is the applicator. I guess it's a good and a bad thing. The applicator is good, like to just pick up some and then put some behind the back of your hand, or an empty palette or something like that, you know, like those mixing palettes that makeup artists use. And I guess it's good because it keeps your product lasting longer. I'm going to get with my finger and then spread it around with my Beauty 101 brush. But I'm thinking, since Beauty is synthetic, maybe I should use a natural bristle foundation brush. I'm going to be using the Rèphr number 31. I'm not 100% sure if the intention of this brush is for foundation, but it does have a slant, and it is flat and very dense. So I think that's the purpose of this brush. So I'm going to use it for foundation. Since it's not synthetic, it's natural bristles, it shouldn't absorb so much of the product. And again, this is a pricey item, so I want to save it as much as I can. And it's such a beautiful foundation. The shade that I got is probably the lightest, or the second lightest. Is N05 Soft Ivory. This foundation is lovely. If you've never heard of Prairie, they have excellent skincare and makeup. Their makeup has skincare benefits as well. Like the Chantecaille and the Sisley Paris has skincare benefits within their makeup. La Prairie is the same. And it's just beautiful. I don't remember a scent, and I didn't smell a scent now either. I guess you could also apply it with your fingers. I look scary. You could apply it with your finger, but I never tried this foundation with my finger. Sometimes we make the mistake of saving things because they're expensive, or because we love them so much we save them for a special occasion, and that special occasion never comes, or we forget that we have it, and time passes by and we forget that we have that product. And it's sad, because, not to repeat myself, but this is an expensive item, and sometimes I just forget to use it. So I intend to use it more in the future. I have never used this brush for, I've had it not too long ago, because Rèphr gifted me some brushes, and I haven't used that particular brush yet. So it's nice. It's a really nice foundation brush. For concealer, I'm going to use the one that comes on top of the lid. I think they have another concealer, but I don't have it. So I'm going to get some with my index finger. The concealer is a little bit more thicker. So not that it's going to be drying, but you don't need that much. So I just pick up a little bit and that's all you need. Don't go in too much because you're going to get excessive product that you're going to discard. Or if you try even applying it, it's going to start creasing up. So just go lightly, very little at first. If you need more, obviously go back and get more. But start off really light because I promise you, you don't need that much. I'm going to be doing a full look today. I'm not sure if all the items are available. But if they are available still to purchase, I'm going to link everything down below. I try to look for everything that was available. But there might be a couple of things that aren't. But you'll see if they're not listed down below. It's because I couldn't find them anywhere. So now it started to rain again. I don't know if you guys hear it. I mean, I love it. I love the sound of rain, especially when I'm trying to fall asleep. It really relaxes me. So there you go. It's really creamy, really brightening. It's not going to crease up, at least not in my memory that I don't remember ever creasing up or patching up. It looks really creamy, really pretty and brightening as well. Okay, because this foundation is creamy and so is the concealer, I'm gonna put in some loose powder to seal everything up, and an excuse to use this powder because it is really lovely. And just look at the packaging. And I have a big size and I also have a little travel size, which is lovely. They sell it together, or at least when I purchased it they were together. And it comes with a poof, which, oh, now it's thunder. It comes with a puff that I'm gonna use. Actually, it has like a little thing here that it opens the holes and closes them. Kick off the excess and just go straight in. It is very light, very thin. Okay, it's dried up but not completely dry. In this look, I'm gonna be using my favorite palette of all times, and it's the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I don't get to use it as much as I would love to, but it is my favorite. I love this palette. I'm not going to do a swatching of all of it because I've had reviewed it before and you've probably seen it a million times in other videos. But it's just lovely. It doesn't get old. And today I'm going to do like a kind of a, not too intense, just use some of these colors right here. A really light, subtle look because I want to use a more pigmented lipstick, so I don't want my eyes to be like too crowded, you know. Today I'm going to be using Sonia G Blender Pro and the buffers and all that. I'm going to start with Sonia G Blender Pro, and that's going to be for the crease area. I'm going to start with matte, so I'm going to go with this color right here, which is it's a crease. That's like she gives you under every shadow there's like the name of, or the area where she thinks you should apply. Natasha Denona, and I just use whatever color I want, but coincidentally this color that I picked is a crease color. I think that's great for the fact that they have the names in the bottom, like the areas that you're supposed to look better to apply. I think that's great for starters because it's not, sometimes when you see an eyeshadow palette with so many shades you could feel like a little bit intimidated, but since they tell you where to put it, it's kind of, you know, less intimidating. Maybe for makeup artists, makeup pros, people that have been doing this for a long time, maybe they don't need to have that designated to them, but other people that are newer on this or feel kind of intimidated, then it's much easier for them. So I think that's a good idea. And again, they're just ideas. You could put whatever shade you want wherever you want your eyelid. So I'm just going to apply this really well, blend it really well in the crease. Okay, now that my crease is done, I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to go in with a darker shade. So I'm going to get this one that it's Smoke. I'm doing the mattes first and then I'll end up with the shimmers. And I'm going to go here to the outer half. Start with a crease and then go down. I like to go outward in. I find that it minimizes any fallout. Although so far, like, no fallout whatsoever. I know some people like to do their eyes first. and then do their face, their foundation and concealer and all that. But I like to do foundation and concealer first. That's just the way I go. And then I'm going to blend the rough edges, so it looks really good, really blended together. I'm trying to go like for that smoky look. Okay, now I'm gonna go with a worker one, and now I'm gonna go, this is hard because all the shades are so pretty. I'm gonna pick some of this shimmer right here and apply it on top of what I already applied. I'm gonna go to the outer half and apply it, just like pressing it on. I'm gonna go back with that blender pro that I used, swipe it off a little bit and work here on the edges. So I had to step up, I have to step out actually, but I'm back. All right, where was I? So I finished with the crease and the outer half. So now I'm gonna go with the shimmers, my favorite part. I'm going to apply this on the center and inner half, and then I'll use this one for the inner corner. And then I'm gonna get that the one that says inner corner, I'm gonna apply it on the top to make it a little bit brighter. Oh, so pretty. These shadows are so gorgeous. And they're creamy, so soft. So now I'm gonna pick a tiny brush from Rèphr, the number 3, really tiny, and I'm gonna go with the one that says inner corner. I'm gonna get some and go right here in the brow bone with the same brush. I'm gonna go with that crease color that I used earlier, that light brown matte, and go right here on the bottom lash, just very lightly. All right, so my eyelids are done. Now I'm gonna get a really flat brush. I'm gonna use this one from Sonia, from Cindy Grace, really flat brush, and go with this shade that's called Lash Line. It's like a dark brown, chocolate brown, and I am going to do like a eyeliner kind of look on the top right here, really thin. Very subtle, but I like that. And now I'm gonna get some mascara, and tonight I'm gonna be using the, let me put the palette away. I'm gonna be using the Chanel Noir Allure. Love it. It's like so fancy. I love the packaging and I love the mascara. My eyes are done. Now I'm gonna go with bronzer. I'm gonna use a Tom Ford Glow bronzer, my favorite bronzer. And of course I'm gonna be using my Sonia G Pro. Just get a little bit, you don't need a lot with this bronzer, and just give myself some color. You know the drill. If you follow me, you know the drill. I don't contour, just give myself a little bit of color. And some here on my forehead. Just a little bit. Because remember, this is a winter look, so you don't really need that much bronzing. For blush, I'm going to use today the one from Gucci. I don't know if this shade is still available, but it's the Bright Coral 04. And I'm going to use Sonia G Jumbo Base. This is the blush. I love this blush. Just add some color to my pale cheeks. So pretty. And then for highlight, I'm going to be using the new one from Rèphr Beauty, which I love, in the shade Enlightening. I do love the liquid one, but today I'm not using any liquid products, so I'm going to keep it on, try to keep everything powder. I'm going to pick up a Rèphr number 20. I remember that one. And just swirl the brush. Such a beautiful highlight. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, I picked up too much. I think I picked up too much. I definitely picked up a lot. I'm trying to do it in a hurry because I need to go somewhere. So what I'm going to do, I mean, no worries, I'm going to pick up a clean, not clean because I used this yesterday, but foundation brush, Beekeeper Beauty 101 foundation brush, and just press it in. Like that. Oh, beautiful. It does bring it down, but it doesn't take it away, and it just like blends it in even more into your skin. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm gonna finish off with lipstick. Today I want to use the Burberry Kisses in the shade Olympia Red. The name does kind of lie a little bit because it's not really that red. It's more like a purplish burgundy color, and I think it's gonna look great with this look. Remember guys, I had said that I wanted a more pigmented color on my lips, and this is what I meant. So there you go. There's my winter look. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna use the Dior Onset Brow just a little bit to comb my eyebrows just a little bit. I don't do a lot in my eyebrows, but sometimes I do, and things are really subtle and natural looking. So this is my look for today, my winter look. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave links of everything down below in the description box. So thank you for joining me in today's Vlogcember, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy winter, everybody. Bye.